Hey, I'm Brian from IFA 2018 and this is the LG G7 One. This is LG's first entry into the Android One program, and it's certainly appreciated, because LG software was really the thing that held their phones back the most. It wasn't the most light skin and it also hurt performance over time, so it's nice to see stock Android on an LG phone now. And the Android One branding also means that this phone should receive a lot of the new software updates in the future. What isn't promising in that regard though is that this version still runs Android 8.1 Oreo and not already Android 9 Pie. It does lead to very great performance in the OS though. All of the animations are super smooth and everything feels very fluid, something you don't necessarily come to expect from other LG phones. It's worth mentioning, however, that despite there being stock Android on this phone, the camera app is still the same as on other LG smartphones. What is also still here is the boombox speaker feature that enables you to put the phone on a hollow surface to enhance the audio quality, and there's also still a dedicated button on the side to launch the Google Assistant. Apart from the software changes, this still is distinctly a G7 though. So on the front you still have that same 6.1 inch 3120 by 1440 super bright LCD display that also supports HDR and yes, also has the same notch as on the LG G7. When you flip the phone over, however, that's when you start to see differences to the regular G7 Think. We only have one camera above the fingerprint sensor. It's the same 16 megapixel main camera as on the LG G7 Think, but what we are missing here is the additional 16 megapixel wide-angle shooter from that phone. So you only have one standard angle to work with here. That was really a trademark of other LG phones, and it's not what we get with this phone. I think the back is very nicely designed though, with the camera well integrated into the metal back with the Android One logo on it. I first wasn't sure if it really is metal though, because it's the same weird feel from the LG G5 from a few years ago. Under the hood is also where something changed. We now have the Snapdragon 835 and not the Snapdragon 845 like in the LG G7 Think, paired with 4GB of RAM and 32GB of internal storage that can of course be expanded with a microSD card. It also comes with a 3000 mAh battery, obviously no wireless charging because of the metal back. It does retain the IP68 water resistance and the 8 megapixel front camera from the LG G7 Think though. With the missing wide-angle camera and the little bit lower end CPU being the only things that really differentiate the hardware from the normal G7 Think, this could be a really nice phone, especially with Android One giving it extra points. But what will really determine if this phone is a great deal is the price that LG didn't mention yet. They said, however, that it should be priced very aggressively, so I hope for something in the $400 to $500 range. Thanks for watching my IFA 2018 content. If you enjoyed this video, you know which buttons to press, and don't forget to press that follow button on Twitter. I'm Brian, and I'll see you in the next one.